Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today I have for you guys is a brand new Ninjago video. Now, this is going to be kind of a compilation, or kind of a coalescence of a bunch of different Ninjago news. So, for myself, I just wanted to let you guys know that there is that Garmadon Canon comic book series that is out. I did order the first 4 issues. Hopefully I did it right. They should be here at the beginning of August. So, once I read them, I'll review them, of course. I think there's more Spinjitzu Brothers coming out, but in terms of the Garmadon comic, I found some on eBay, so hopefully I ordered the correct ones. Hopefully they're good. I'm assuming they are, but hopefully they're not just like a picture. It's also the comic, but still, it's always rough when you order on eBay. You just gotta make sure it's all right. But hopefully soon I'll get some of those in, and then I can read them and review them. So anyway, that being said, we're actually going to be talking about the Ninjago show as we normally do when I talk about Ninjago, and this is kind of regarding a lot of leaks that kind of turned out to be real. So one of the big things is that, ever since Season 2, right, they were like, oh, Ninjago's ending, and then they're going to reboot it. And then Rebooted came out, which, yeah, Rebooted fits with the tone of Zane, right, robot, android, but, it's not necessarily an actual reboot, if you get what I mean. And then, they went through Season 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Season 11, Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, technically is not a reboot either. It's a direct continuation of Season 10. So, really, from the pilot all the way to Season 15 Crystallized, which Part 2, again, should be coming on Netflix in early October. Probably a little, sooner than that on YouTube and all that stuff. Hopefully that's coming soon, because I want to know what the fudge is going on. But, with that being said, Season 15 is essentially going to be the end of not necessarily Ninjago as a franchise or as a show, but as, from the pilot, or Season 1, whatever, all the way to Season 15. That's kind of the, Iron Man to Endgame type thing, you know what I mean? And Spider-Man Far From Home was the next one after Endgame. Still in the same continuity, still in the same canon. It's not a reboot, it's just kind of a different thing, if you know what I mean. And Season 15 Crystallized is going to mark the end of that, again, pilot to Season 1 thing. So pilot Season 1 all the way to 15, that's it. So you're probably thinking, well, is Ninjago over? What's going to happen next? So yes, they have the comics and the books and all that stuff, the Spinjitzu Brother novels. But really at the end of Season 15, we got confirmation that 2023 Ninjago, right, next year Ninjago, is coming, right? We're getting content in 2023. However, one of the main writers for the show, Dan and Kevin Hageman used to write from Season, I believe, 1 to 6, and then they didn't do 7, and Day of the Departed, and then they did 8, 9, and they did not do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so they kind of abandoned it, sadly, but I do think that it is, the writing might not be as good as, say, Season 1 to 10, give or take 7, but, it's still pretty much great writing. I really enjoy it. So, one of those writers on Twitter literally said, oh, a lot of people consider Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu Season 11, or as Lego stupidly brands it, Season 1, as, Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. That's a big effing mouthful. The Fire chapter, the Ice chapter, Season 11 with Asphira and all that, and the Ice Emperor. That is widely regarded as Season 11, right? Next year, 2023, he said, will not be regarded as Season 16. So, I know this is another thing that Ninjago fanbase always gets effing wrong, and there are some Ninjago YouTubers other than me who constantly say, Crystallized is 16! There's proof! Sorry to burst your bubble, but Crystallized, the newest season, is Season 15, confirmed. The Island is not a season, the Island is a special, much like Day of the Departed, or I guess the pilot, so to speak, those 2 episodes, whatever. So, while Season 15 Crystallized is coming, again, hopefully this October or sometime before that, next year will not be Season 16. But they also confirmed it will not be an effing reboot. So I don't know what the heck's going on. They're saying, oh, it's not Season 16. Okay, so that must mean it's not a direct continue follow-up to Crystallized, however that ends. And it's also not a reboot, so it's not like, oh, it's completely new canon. So it's going to be in the same canon, same lore, same world. It's also not going to be Season 16. So I don't know what the heck that means. I don't know what the heck that even means, alright? I really don't. Because if they're claiming it's also not a reboot, I don't know what that could be. Maybe they're following, like, the Ninja, maybe Jay and Nia have kids, Kai Skylar, Zane Pixel, I don't know, they build a kid, I don't know. Freaking Cold and Princess Vania, maybe it's like the children of the Ninja, who knows? Maybe the Ninja are now old, maybe some of them die, Master Wu dies, I don't know. But, we are going to be getting more content for sure in the same lore, same canon, same world. However, it's not officially Season 16. That is kind of strange, you know what I mean? I really don't understand how that works. It's very confusing. That's probably why I said it multiple times, because, again, a lot of the Ninjago community, I don't want to say they're idiots, but, you know, I mean, let's be honest here. A lot of them go, the island is a season, it's confirmed, but the writers literally say it's not, you know what I mean? So, some of them are kind of whack. I don't know if they're little children or what. I'm not saying all children are stupid, but you get me the idea. You know, as a 23-year-old male with a working brainstem, at least some of the time, not all of it. It really only works when I'm on camera. But basically what I'm trying to say is that Ninjago is not ending, right? We're getting another season, but it's not 16. It's also not a reboot. Look, the wording and the marketing behind this is completely effing jacked, right? I mean, we have season 15 crystallized, you know, episode 1 to 12 out of 30. 1 to 12 out of freaking 30. We still have episodes 13 to 30 to watch to come out. And I will not tell you what happens in season 12 or season 15, sorry, because not everyone who watches my channel is you know, caught up. But you know, there's a big shocker, big cliffhanger at the end of episode 12. And of course, we gotta wait God knows how long for, you know, episode 13. But that being said, I do think that I'm looking forward to this. You know, I'm very much excited. I'm a little worrisome, you know, but one of the best things, probably the best thing about this news that, you know, next year will not be season 16 is that one of my biggest worries, and Tanner Fishy said the same thing. I don't really like his channel too much, but, you know, I don't hate him, but it is what it is. He mentioned this in a video too, and I'm not stealing his words, but this is exactly my thoughts as well. I was always worried that Ninjago was going to end either prematurely, you know, by a cancellation, or it was just going to get really dumb or woke or kiddie or any of those bad negative things, right? I'm not saying, you know, Legends of Chima is kiddie and is more of a kid show, but that doesn't inherently mean it's bad. And actually, Chima is canon within Ninjago. Ninjago is not a kid show. It's an animated show, right? It's for everyone of all ages. I'd argue it's more for teens and adults than children. That's just me. But at the same time, you know, I don't want it to fall down that route of either, you know, super kiddie, super woke, or hell, even super dark. You know what I mean? Balance the humor, balance the darkness, balance the action and the drama. That's what Ninjago is known for, right? It's like the MCU. And with all of that being said, and really thinking about it, it is kind of strange to even just admit that this show is ending. You know what I mean? Or at least this part is ending. So I don't know what's going to go on with that for sure. I think that it's going to be interesting. Hopefully it's good, you know, but that was my main worry, is that the show was going to end prematurely or it was going to get really bad. And thankfully that we actually know that it's going to have a definitive ending for the most part with crystallized, you know, pilot season 1 to 15. And then next year, 2023, is going to be the same thing, but, you know, slightly different, where it's not a reboot, it's not, I don't know, it's not 16. Look, the guy on Twitter, he worded it well, because now I know it's sort of like an ending, in a sense, like, you know, Iron Man 1 to Endgame, like I said, or, you know, The Phantom Menace to The Rise of Skywalker, or Sorcerer's Stone to Deathly Hallows Part 2, that kind of thing, right? The world isn't ending, and we're not getting a whole new show, but it's going to be a little bit different. And I think that's freaking cool, you know what I mean? Because how much longer can you go with Ninjago, the current story that we have, and still have it good? We've had 15, for the most part, 10, 5, very solid seasons of Ninjago, right? There's been a few hiccups along the way. But this show, I mean, it's a good effing show. You know, it's by far my favorite franchise of all time. And you know how much I love Star Wars and Marvel and all that, DC. But for sure, Ninjago's number one. And the fact that they handled it with such care, and the fact that it isn't going to get canceled, and they're going to sort of end off this, you know, current storyline, so to speak, with 15, crystallized, very cool news. You know, I mean, I was very shocked it was going to get like a Teen Titans tribute, or, you know, I'm glad, look, regular show ended definitively. Adventure Time, a little bit weird in the end, ended definitively. SpongeBob is still going until we all die. Same with Simpsons, right? I don't have a problem with that. I think Tom Kenny and Dan Kessel they're going to live forever. But I do think, for better or worse, but I do think that, you know, having Ninjago technically, quote-unquote, end, again, even though it's not, don't twist my words, the current storyline is coming to a close with Crystallized. And I think that is good, you know, honestly. I don't want it to end, but I don't want it to get bad before it does, you know what I mean? End it while it's still good, and then do what they're doing, like with 2023, and actually kind of still have it based in the same world, just a little bit different and tweaked. We don't know what that is exactly. You know, Ninjago, they don't like to give us release dates. They don't like to air it legally. They don't like to release DVDs. They don't like to market the show practically at all. Like, I swear to God, I'm so freaking happy at LegoCon a month or whatever back, we actually got a Crystallized Part 2 trailer. That's actually freaking cool, you know? Because Lego, I swear to God, treats this show, and Cartoon Network treats this show like it doesn't even exist. And, with the proper treatment and with the proper marketing that they don't give it, this show, as popular as it is, would get 10 times more popular, 100 times more popular. You know what I mean? So many people on YouTube are like, wait, Ninjago's still going? I thought it ended in season 2 or season 4, or they're not keeping up. This show is worth keeping up on. It's worth watching no matter your age, and it's definitely worth watching in terms of, the pilot to season 15. And I can't wait to see where the future of Ninjago goes. Again, if you have any questions or, want me to tackle a certain subject or a certain season or a certain episode, whatever, of Ninjago, please tell me in the comments down below. Again, I will be getting those Garmadon comics hopefully soon, and I will be reading and reviewing them as well for the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. I personally cannot wait for Ninjago 2023, as well as Crystallized, hopefully coming a little bit before October, I hope. And again, October roughly is Netflix. I don't have Netflix, so I'm going to have to wait for YouTube or, whatever. But hopefully it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for the future of this amazing franchise, and I'm glad it's getting comics and novels and all that. It's really becoming almost like a Star Wars type franchise where they're really branching out in different media, and the fact that we're getting a new installment in 2023 with this kind of ending the current storyline here really does feel like we're in the end game of Ninjago, which is a good thing because it always leads to a hopefully positive and fun, action-packed future. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.